Hey,
Hi, how are you today?
doing great. How are you?
And well, we had to get creative this week because we've been so crazy, hectic, busy with kids and work and families and just everything. So here we
Wow.
are. But I think it's kind of cool. I like it. And the
Me
sun is like
too.
hitting me just right. I'm feeling like I've got this glow going. I'm like, this is nice. I like being up
Yes.
this early.
Yeah. So are there stores open around you right now? Sunday morning?
The coffee shop is the only place open right now. The brewery, I have a hard time with that word. The brewery next door to me, they do Sunday sounds every Sunday. And so it's a big concert. And so they're setting up for it right now in the courtyard. And the courtyard here used to be rocks, like, pebbles. And they took all that out last week and put turf in. And so it's reminding me of the Mad Amphitheater right now. I'm like, this is
Uh-huh.
kind of cool. It's like a very mini Mad Amphitheater, but it's cool with the turf. And so they're out there setting up tents and setting up chairs, and they make it really nice.
Great. I guess Matt had a big night last night also with the concert, the Abbott Brothers. So we haven't ever talked about Mad. Well, we've talked about it a little bit, but that's something that is really cool in El Dorado that my husband and
Yeah,
Brady and I have a lot of volunteer work that we did when it was first opening. But that's an amazing concert venue down
it is.
in South Arkansas, Murphy Arts District, and they call it MAD. So yeah, it's pretty
Yes.
incredible.
That opened in 2017,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, 2017. Laura and I were there for the entire grand opening week, and we got to see all the behind the scenes, and we actually were vendors there. We did a booth there, and then we had 2 booths. We had 2 booths, and you were open. Your spa was open. I don't know how in the world we did all that. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know how we
hired
did.
Yeah, well, I hired a couple of extra, people that weekend. We had some of the girls from the cosmetology school that hadn't graduated yet. We brought them in to kinda work, not doing services, of course, but helping us at the front desk and helping us move things around and whatnot. And then a couple of recent graduates that had just gotten their license that did, like, braids down at the venue during the concert, and yeah, and, like, glitter on faces and fun little face paint designs that are more concert theme, and, yeah, that was really pretty cool. We borrowed a good friend's, what are those little pop-up trailers called? The Silver Bullet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
borrowed his trip.
Airstream.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Airstream, and did that downtown around our square and had natural life flags hanging and blankets that we were selling to people to use at the concert, and pillows and massage therapists that were doing massages and massage
Mhm.
chairs, and so that was really something. Then so it's fun, like, my husband actually helped he started Murphy Arts District with the people that, brought him in from the board, and he, was gonna have I knew that people were coming. I knew that, like, the some of the magazine people were coming, and so we were able to kinda reach out and try to encourage them to come into the spa. So we had a reporter from Rolling Stones. We had a reporter from Rolling Stones that came in and got a massage, and we had a new menu that weekend, and one of the acts was Migos. So we had a raindrop or what do you call it? What was that song? Drop Top?
Drop top. It was a raindrop drop top
Yeah. So
massage. That I
yeah,
think that's what we or something like that. I can't remember, but
yeah.
yeah, you were really creative with it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and so she came in, and I don't know, we just had lots of people that it was just a busy weekend, so it's
It was
fun that
so
I
much
wanna
fun.
s I'm excited to see pictures from the Abbott concert for sure, the Abbott Brothers.
Yeah.
So I used the big amphitheater last night, so hopefully that was a big success for them.
Yeah, I hope so. I hated we were out of town, but we are going, they have Train coming on Wednesday, so we're planning on being there for them, and so, Train played that Thursday night of the grand opening, so I got to see him then, so it'll be interesting to see him now, what, 6 years later? 5 years later? Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess 5 isn't that crazy? It's only been 5 years, but
Yeah.
so
Well,
much has happened. No, it's been lo
8
longer than
years.
that. 8 years.
Mhm.
So much has happened. So much has changed. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
it is.
but yeah, it was a fun weekend, and so it's still a great music venue, and I'm glad that it's been successful in El Dorado.
Good morning, beauties. It's Sunday morning with Brandy and Laura on Pretty Smart Too. As we sip coffee, smooth on our skincare, and get ready for church, we're diving into what it really takes to run your business. Taking risks, following through, and standing firm when it counts. Let's get into it on Pretty Smart Too. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
So how's it going?
Oh, goodness, it's going good. It's very stressful right now. I have a huge announcement that I'm having to keep a secret, first of all, and I'm not good with secrets, as you know. So, yeah, some big changes coming for Little Rock location only. El Dorado is fine, everything's rocking along. But yes, Little Rock, we have a big announcement that I'm so excited about, and I just hate having to keep it a secret. For a few more weeks, I'm gonna keep it a secret, and we will talk about it soon. But,
Yay.
yes, all good, like, it's a good type of stress, but it is stressful. But I will say this, one tip that I would give anybody is always be evolving, like, don't be scared to take a new risk, like, even if you just jumped into something else, if a better opportunity presents itself, don't be scared to take the risk. What can go wrong? You know, I mean, like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, I think for so long, I was so scared to take risks and didn't wanna, like, change anything up or, always felt like, you had to stay in this somebody else's dream of, like, you need to get married, you need to have the kids, you need to buy the house, you need to that's dream is not for everybody. I mean, it doesn't have to be your dream, but just because some people feel like you buy land and you buy a house and that's it, and you stay there, that doesn't have to be your dream, you know? I mean, like, this going back and forth thing, I mean, everybody thought it was crazy. Anybody I tell about it, they're just like, "That is just crazy. Why would you wanna do that?" And I am the happiest I have been in years just because I'm meeting new people here. It's a fresh start. It makes me appreciate back home. It's like so many things. Like, I do have a lot of emotions going on, but I'm really finding a lot of peace and happiness with it, and I just enjoy it so much, and I can be successful in 2 places. How cool is that? So, like, I mean, just don't be scared to take the risk, I guess is what I'm just trying to say.
Yeah, it's funny in a smaller town, so like in El Dorado, we have similar risks. So when we had our business in El Dorado and we left, came out to California, had all intentions to keep that business.
Mhm.
100% wanted to keep it. Was going to fly back every other month and stay for like a week and keep it going. And um, just putting this out here, not to be negative at all, but the town kind of got rid of it for me because people were just, oh, it's not going to work. You can't just have a manager. You have to have somebody. You've got to be there. You know, You don't. I mean, you do need to care for your business, but you can have a manager. You can hire someone that knows what they're doing, that you're paying to do a good job. And if they don't do a good job, you find a new manager. You do things like that. That's how men grow their businesses. And I think that sometimes as women, we limit ourselves. We're like, oh,
Right.
it's my little hobby business, and I've got to be there, and I've got to be working, 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 and I've got to put all of my energy into it. I've got to sacrifice and what was me and this kind of bullshit. I mean, it's just not
Yeah,
real.
it is.
It's
It's not.
BS. It's
Yeah.
not
No,
real.
no.
So, you have people that just right down the street, that have other great businesses that are male owned, that the man barely steps in the door. He has a manager and he has 7 of these businesses. So
Exactly. Yeah.
as women, we have to, one, be able to stand firm, and we have to be able to say, this is mine. This is what I've created. I have a very responsible and good manager who has taken charge and is leading the way. And I'm here building my empire. I'm building just like a man has done,
That's right.
And it's funny. I'm gonna, I love the South. I'm from the South, and that's kind of a Southern thing. I
Mhm.
have worked here in California at a resort spa, a woman-owned spa. She owns, I don't even know how many now. I've worked for her for several years just as an on-call esthetician, and she has a manager that runs all of her she has managers in each location that run those locations, and, she's in it. I mean, she's on the phone every day. She's on our booking system every day. She's calling us if something, the manager can't, but she's not there just working her little tail off and doing that, putting the good old energy into it and sacrificing every little bit of herself. She's running it like a man. And I mean, not to say, I mean, running it like a human being should be running it, not sacrificing your whole.
No.
But for some reason, people think, well, if you're not there and if you're not doing all these little things, I mean, they're just going to take advantage and they're just going to, well, then you fire them.
Yeah. Then they
Then
don't need
you
to be there.
exactly. So I know that's kind of a soapbox thing.
But
It's too
no,
much.
you said everything that I'm thinking, and, I think all the time, I'm like, I mean, look at Starbucks, look at I mean, those owners are not there. I mean, any place you go to, I mean, the owner is not there. It's not up to me to be there in the room doing every single service. I mean, I can't do that. I've tried. I can't do it. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. I think that and people have been supportive, but there has been the naysayers as well. And all I can say is, you know what? I'm just a human at the end of the day, and I am trying to better myself and my family.
So we're getting ready to go this morning, I guess, huh?
We are. I guess I really didn't have anywhere to get ready, so I got ready upstairs while Yancey was asleep and went ahead and put my makeup on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're headed to church right after this. So I went ahead and got ready.
Yeah, we're gonna go to church this morning too. So I'm in California and Brandy's in Arkansas, and so we have a 2-hour time difference. We're bringing Jesus into the podcast today.
That's right. He has got us through so much and will continue to get us through so much more.
I'm in my bathroom where all the magic happens.
I love it. What are you going to be showing us today?
I'm going to be showing you my skincare routine in the morning time skincare routine. So, you ready to get started with me?
I'm ready.
All right. So, Brandy and I are both getting ready for church this morning. I'm in perfect time to do my skincare routine. So, I'm going to start with my cleanser. And this morning, I'm actually going to use my ZO exfoliating cleanser, one of my favorite cleansers to use. Actually, I've already used it. I just used it. Thought that'd be a little easier than turning on my water. So basically, I use I'd say like a quarter size amount of my exfoliating cleanser. Scrub, scrub, scrub. I do have a little trick, and I want to show you. You can get these little rough little exfoliating gloves you may have seen that you can put on and exfoliate your body. I have this one here. It's the same texture, but it's like a towel. I like to use this when I cleanse my skin in the morning, just to give me that extra bit of cleanse and exfoliation. Little trick that I learned from my sister Lucy, who's a esthetician also. So she likes to use these and makes a big difference in getting just that extra dead skin off. It feels really good, wakes your skin up, wakes you up, having that extra bit of exfoliation in the morning. So I do that and I use not super hot water. I use more of a cool, warm water, not even really warm. It's a lot more on the cool side because you do, when you get into heat, if you have any pigment issues or if you have any redness in your skin, even broken capillaries, you can really bring the redness. You can really bring the brown pigment up. So I do with my skin always try to stay on the cooler side of things. Even taking a hot shower, you can break capillaries, you can bring up pigment, melasma in the skin. So you just have to be really careful not to do that. So that's step one. And then step two is exfoliation. This morning I used my ZO. We love our ZO dual action scrub. I love both of the exfoliating polish and the dual action. So it really depends on the mood of the day for me. Sometimes I use this one when I just want that good gritty good deep exfoliation. And then sometimes when I feel like my skin might be a little extra clogged and I need that extra salicylic acid to sweep out the pores, then I use my dual action with the salicylic, extra salicylic. So that's that. And now, so I've done those two things. I usually like to do that in the shower with a cool, like use a little cool water in the shower. It helps get those little beads off. Now I'm going to go in with my oil control pads. So I am 48 years old. And a lot of people think, okay, let's use those complexion renewal pads because they don't have as much salicylic acid. They're not as strong. This is for teenagers. And I'm like, no, use these. And the reason they're going to help turn over the cellular turnover, and you're going to get better results with your skin doing what it's supposed to do. So Zio, created by Zainab Baji, Dr. Zainab Baji, he is really big on us getting our skin in shape to do what it's supposed to do. So everything that we're using on our skin pushes your skin to do more of its natural functions and not mask it with product. So I use my little pads. I do want to demonstrate this. So these little pads, there's a rougher side and a softer side. I like to be super, super aggressive. So, and it's not that I like to be super, super aggressive, which it does feel good, but that's what you're supposed to be. Dr. Abaji created these for you to be aggressive with. So people say, be super gentle with your skin, don't tug, don't pull. Well, no, that's not right. You kind of, your skin is tough. You want to aggressively exfoliate for a few reasons. You want to get the dead skin off, but then you also want to penetrate the product into the skin. So you're aggressive, super aggressive. I go pretty close to my eye, actually, right there on the orbital. Right there, you just want to go right around. That feels so good. It's like I don't even want to stop using
I
them.
love it. I feel like I'm not clean unless I've used it.
Oh, yeah, totally. Then I flip it and I do the other side. So the smoother side. So first
I
thing,
have never done that.
yeah, that's a little trick. Get all that product in the skin and work the skin. And if you have like milias, a lot of times our eye creams or our sunscreens are the molecule is really heavier than the skin can take in. So it creates these little, or just by your nature of your particular skin type, people will get like little milias, especially around the eye area, a little hard, almost like a little tiny pearl that's been created in your skin. This will help with getting rid of those more so than anything. So these little pads. So that's a wonderful, one of my favorite things from Zio. People ask me all the time, what's your favorite thing? This is probably my favorite thing. So after that, I'm going to use my exfoliation accelerator. So this is something that I just can't live without. I don't know if you can see it, but it's exfoliation accelerator. And I just use one, two little pumps right there. And I go all over my face. So this product acts like a little shovel and goes down into the pore throughout the day. It's time release. Throughout the day, it's going to go down and it's going to clean out those pores and keep your skin nice and exfoliated throughout the day. So I use this. Feels really, really good. It's super lightweight and refreshing. And then after I do that, I take my firming serum and I use this one. I start on my neck area and I use little massaging movements. It feels so good in the morning. Usually I close my eyes and I'm going to say some prayers.
Pretend you're
Or
having a facial.
Yeah, pretend I'm having a facial. And then I just put it in everywhere else. Doing a little lymphatic work. Always kind of do a little lymphatic with it and just make myself feel nice and awake and alive and ready to start the day. Next step kind of depends on the mood of the day again. So a lot of times I'll use my Bright Alive. So this product has natural skin brighteners in it. It also has a little bit of vitamin C. So you do have to be careful with this one if you are oily or acneic, because that vitamin C can actually really pull out acne. So that's one of those products you have to be a little careful with. And right now I need a facial. So I'm going to skip this one because I don't want to bring out what's hiding underneath. So, but this is a great product to use. So what I'm going to go to next is my instant pore refiner. So I'm going to, again, I'm shoveling out with my exfoliation accelerator. Now I'm going to use my instant pore refiner. This product is fantastic. One of those products that I can't live without when it comes to putting on makeup on top. So I'm going to church today. So I want to put a little makeup on. So I'm going to use this. This is going to go in and help kind of create like a little barrier on top of the pores so things don't settle into them. Also, nice treatment products. So you're getting, it's all about exfoliating the skin and all about keeping the skin from getting clogged. So I do that. And the next step is my antioxidant. So I either use Daily Power Defense or I use AOX. And today I'm using AOX.
AOX. My
Illuminated
fave.
AOX.
My fave.
Oh, I love it. I just, it's
I
like
love
it's so
it.
hard to pick one product that I love more
Mhm.
than the other with the ZO. It is just incredible.
Yeah.
It's true science fact. A lot of times we have conversations about chemical base versus natural product base. And, I love the idea of natural products. I love the idea of using things that aren't going to hurt my skin, aren't going to hurt me or my family, like putting it into your skin.
Yeah.
But you have to think about it. Everything's a chemical, and just because something's made with a plant doesn't mean
Yeah.
that plant is good for your skin. I mean, we wouldn't rub
Exactly.
my poison ivy or oak all over our skin. Like that's
Yeah.
a plant,
Even though
but
those
it's
are
not,
natural. Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, but it's not good
Yeah.
for you. So,
Yeah.
so this,
Everything.
yeah, yeah,
It's
everything is a chemical, even water, H2O,
Mhm.
you know. So this is our antioxidant. So the things, it's super important to use your antioxidant. There was a client I did a little training with a long time ago, and they had a good way of having me remember the ingredients. And it was use growth factors. So it says GRAPS was the, saying. So it's like growth factors, retinols, antioxidants, and sunscreen. So you have to have
Oh,
those
yeah.
things.
Grass. Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to have those products in your skin in order for your skin to be at its optimal, it's where
Well,
it needs
that's
to be.
good to remember. My quick tip of the week is like we talked about earlier, take the risk. Don't be scared to take the risk. And I hope to see you all next week. Bye.
Bye, Brandy. I'm just going to finish with my
Bye.
daily sheer sunscreen, and there we go. Look forward to seeing you guys next
I
week.
love it.
Bye.